What's going on, guys? I'm gonna do a quick market update for everyone. I'll get that started in about 2 seconds. Um, so just like I've been saying for the last week or so, we are now getting to a point where the S&P 500 is now under this 200 moving average, as you could see right here. And we do have this third level of support. This were the November lows. This was the October lows of last year. So if we get down to this level, we can see a pretty nice pop up, from that. So we are really oversold right now. Just like I was saying yesterday, these loops keep happening, right? You could see if we go in, these loops keep looping down. So we could get one more that comes down here. That would actually be pretty good because from there we can start to go back up. Anything that you guys want me to look at, just put it in the chat and I'll get to that in a second. But crude oil has been pretty much been going sideways. Still looks like it can go a bit higher. And then we're going to play that back down. We're going to play it down via USO. And we're getting really close to this blue 2018 resistance line on USO around 126. And right there is going to be a great uh, play to play all of that right back down, given a few months expiration. So, we could play it up a little bit more and then right back down. So that one's going to be a pretty easy play. Can you help me do a no. So many people have wanted to do a Trader Daddy coin, and I'm just like, no. Like, why would I do that? For what reason? The one thing that has been working out really well is corn. Prices of corn is an easy one right now. We've just been going up for the last 2 weeks, and as oil stays where it is, it's gonna force the price of corn to keep going up. So it's one I've been looking at pretty closely. And corn likes to be in the 20s up here. So if you look at it on a weekly time frame, you'll see that it were really low for the price of corn, and now we're starting to really rise up. We're usually in this area, and we're only at 18 right here. So buying a couple calls on that would be pretty good. You could also see on the Trader Daddy momentum indicator, we're heading straight up. We are also going straight up on this volume indicator. A lot of options, call options coming into corn right now, and that seems to be one of the easier ones. Um, Also, Robinhood came out with their venture fund today, VCX, I think. Yeah. And that just went completely up. This IPO is unbelievable today. It's at 78 right now. Um, I know the IPO is selling at 18. So for the people that got into VCX, Robinhood Venture Fund, I know me and my group were talking about this for weeks. So that was a really good play for us. Now all the way up at 78, you can see just this huge green one right here. So that's always quite interesting. This has Anthropic and SpaceX and everything else in it. So, that's an easy play if you wanted to get into something like SpaceX or Anthropic or um, any of the other ones, all the other pre-IPOs. The another one to look at is obviously going to be the price of silver. Price of silver came all the way down, and now we are back at support. And I think we're going to hold this support right here. I'd like it to go a little bit more up probably tomorrow, but I'm looking to get long calls on this again for silver. I bought it over here. That was 100% play up to here. So I made a video on that a few weeks ago that was titled Easiest Options Play of the Year. And so it was because we came right back down to support for a second time. We're now there a third time. So this will be another easy one. Just another high probability play. At this point, I'm only going to do high probability plays. There's no point to really fool around in a market that's just going down and sideways. Only things that make like the most logical sense. Um, or else it's just kind of gambling at that point. But you could see on SLV, I really would like this to come back up a little bit more, but I don't see this dropping any further, you know. So we have a lot of support. All of this green down here is all unusual buying. And again, if you want me to look up any of your stocks, I'll gladly do that. This is gold. We came back down to support today, and it's going to be a lot easier now to play back up to 5,000. We're at 4,600 right now. So I think gold, silver to play back up, oil to play back down. I'd like to the market to go S&P 500, Nasdaq to drop a little bit more. Let's see where QQQ is. QQQ is actually at its support level here. This was the November and this was the October. If you guys want to see the full chart, you can always go on Instagram and you can see the full chart here. It probably looks a little tiny, probably maybe on your phones on Instagram. So it'd probably be a better idea to go to YouTube and look at this. But you'll also see that we are at extreme support for QQQ. Also, the fear and greed index is at 17. So anything below that, you would want to start buying something, at least dollar cost averaging into any of your stocks that you want to see. Again, anything that you guys want to put in the chat, I'll gladly look at for you. The one sector that's doing really well today is going to be XLE. And surprise, surprise, oil stocks are going a lot higher. Um, I don't know how many videos I made about oil stocks going higher. It must be about 20 videos at this point. I wasn't sure how else to explain it to people. But between Venezuela, which was this pop here, and then the run up to Iran, then this was the strike in Iran, and now we're just moving higher as the opportunities for oil companies keep going higher. Chevron, I believe, is now over 200. There you go. It took under 3 months to go from 150 to 200. That was a pretty obvious play. Let's see what else. Let's look at some consumer staples. Walmart heading down, breaking structure today. So this, we're gonna have to redraw this at some point because we've broken structure here. So most of the market is going down, but I still think consumer staples like Walmart or Target will do pretty well. Let's take a look at some major Mag 7 stocks like Tesla. Tesla is now at extreme support here. It's been there one, two. Let me just try to get it in your guys' screen right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times we have been at extreme support on Tesla. We've kind of broke down out of this triangle area, but this really is the major support area for Tesla. So, and again, if there's any stocks that you guys want me to look at, let me know and I'll gladly look it up and explain it for you, or at least have a look for you. So I'm going to see if Tesla holds here, right? And if we start to come back up again, that would be a really easy option straddle call because I would just play both sides and I would win on one of those sides. So that's, I would say that play in Apple is the same exact play because now on Apple, we're also at our third support level. 1, 2. Here we are 3 at the 200 moving average. So we could buy a call and a short-term put. We would win either or. I show that how to do that in my group every day. I'm on Zoom about 2 to 3 times a day in my premium group, taking beginners to advanced levels within about 6 weeks. Can you look at PLTR for me? Sure, no problem. PLTR. Sorry, let me just move some of these around. PLTR. Yeah, we are breaking out of a structure here. While the whole market's going down, PLTR is still going sideways. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days in a row. We are above our cut line that comes down to the 20 moving average. We are in moving average jail right now, in between all these moving averages, the 20, the 50, and the 200. I'm sorry if I'm going a little fast. It is a halftime show. In my groups, I go like 10 times slower for everyone just so they all understand what's going on. But for a halftime stream, I have to go pretty fast just to get everything in about 20 minutes. So I have to go, as fast as I can. But PLTR is at least pretty healthy above this 50 moving average. If it was weak, it would have gone down with the rest of the market. So I think the next target for PLTR is 163. After that is the next sell block at 172, and the next sell block after that's 186. On the downside, below 143. HRZN. What's HRZN? Horizon? Yeah. Yeah, financials are having a difficult time right now, but we have bottomed out here. Let me check a weekly. Okay, so it's been here before. Let's see. We could draw something from a support from here to here. It's interesting. I don't know much about this stock, but the risk reward is there because you could, in theory, buy here, put a stop loss at 3, put a take profit all the way back up at the moving averages at 6, and that would be your play. But financials are really having a hard time right now. XLF is the whole financial sector. Yeah, you can keep up. Good for you, man. A lot of people can't keep up with this, so if you can keep up, good for you. Can you look at Netflix and or Google after? Sure. Yeah, like I said, I want this to be your guys' halftime show. I already looked at all these things, so I'm doing this halftime show for you guys. So whatever you guys want to look at, I'll look at it. And if you have nothing to look at, I have plenty of things to show you guys. I have endless things to show you guys. This is what I do all day long for since 2012. Um, It's so funny to me when people say that they've been trading since 2022 or something or 2023 and they sell something to people and I'm like that can't be real. That can't be a real thing. There's no way anybody thinks that's a real thing. But it is funny to me. I've been trading a quarter of a decade. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. It's strange that there's no other financial professionals on Instagram either. Like I feel like I'm like the only one. Like there's no other licensed people. But for some reason, people will just listen to anyone. Horizon pays dividends as well. Yeah, yeah. Okay, good. We could go through a whole, uh, you know, dividend circumstance of how that would work, but I have to go a bit fast today. But I could work out the math another day to see if the yield actually is worth it. Um, Netflix is good here. I like Netflix. If it can stay above this 20 moving average, then I get it. I completely understand that. Um, now that the whole drama is over, no pun intended, with Paramount and Warner Brothers, I think they saved a lot of money. They make a lot of money. We have a nice cut line to the 20 moving average. If we get a pop up going up to 95 right here, let me zoom in so you guys can see it. When we could definitely take Netflix up to about 108 is the 200 moving average. I mean, it's hard to buy things right now in such a down market. I would wait for some confirmation, a nice big green candle, pushing off this 20 moving average. We have so much green buying activity here. Oh my goodness. All this green is order flow and it's all going in the right direction. We're just kind of stuck in the middle right here. But I don't think we're going to go back down to the 70s again. And then what was it? Netflix and then and or Google. Yeah, I could look at Google too. Anything else you guys want me to look at? Again, this is your halftime show, so if there's anything you want me to look at, halftime in the market, let me know and I'll look at it for you. Um, been a financial advisor since 2012, so this is really all that I do. Um, let's see. So this blue line, it's interesting. Follow this blue line with me here, okay? Watch this. This is interesting. This goes all the way back to last year, to 2023. Okay? This is now whenever we go parabolic like this, above a big measured move extension line, you're going to see something like Google. We can't go above it that far. We can't just go up in a straight line. So we came back down to touch it. Now, whether we stay above this or not is going to be the question. Now, obviously, Warren Buffett's last big trade was Google. Nancy Pelosi's last big trade is Google. So I think over the long term, it should be fine. I would think about holding Google for like 10 years. It's not really like a swing trade, it's more of something that you just put money into all the time. But I think Apple is the better deal right now. Apple, we're back at this third support level right here. I mean, this is textbook above the 50 moving average on the weekly. You could buy a longer term call, short term put. You would win either or. Microsoft. Yeah, guys, give me some tickers. This is your halftime show. You guys log in at between, you know, 12 and like 12:30 or 12:45. I'll be here. If you ever want to see any stocks to be named, I'll do it for you guys. Um, let's see. Microsoft. Yeah, I mean, again, you could see these big loops. It mirrors the entire market. I'm gonna look at what is this? Microsoft, then Fresh, Silver, Technical. Yeah, I was just at Silver. I'll go back and do it for you guys that just got here. Silver, I really like right now, but Microsoft, if it can hold above 375, I think it'll be good. I'd like it to hold for like at least another week. You could see if you look to the left, see over here, this gap. If we could come back up the other way and fill that gap like this, then we're in business and we can go back up again. So let me just turn on some of my Trader Daddy indicators here. If we come back down to about 375 and stay there, we'll be fine. But I'd like it to go either a little bit lower to 375, or I'd like it to go up to 420 and break this 50 moving average for Microsoft. FRSH, Freshworks. Again, guys, this is your halftime show, so whatever you guys want to look at, I'll look at for you. But I have plenty of things to look at. But if you want to check on something, that's what I'm here to do. I don't know any other financial advisors on Instagram, so unless you guys know of someone else, because I'd love to meet them one day, if it ever exists. Yeah. I mean, I would love it to come down to 675. I need a loop that looks like this. Here's our drop. Back up again, back down, and then I'd like it to see it do this, then go back up. So this is where we are right here though. So but I don't know the stock that well. Maybe you know it better. Silver technical view. Let's go back over silver again. I like where silver is right now. I'm thinking about getting a longer term call. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Here's your support right here. Okay, let me actually do a better view for you guys. Right, here's silver. Oh, sorry. This is silver right here. And now if here's our support line, I bet it stays right here, right? And then if we get a long-term call, follow me here for a second, right? Just follow me here. If we get silver for, let's say, December, and we do a call, right? Follow me here. Follow me. It's not as complicated as it looks. we could do, let's say, an $80 call for $800. Okay. Now, if silver goes back up, let's say 20, 30%, back up to 82 or 83, that's $1,000 pure profit, pure profit. So, and again, if you guys have any questions, you can always message me at any time. I respond to everybody's messages. I meet people on Zoom all the time just to go over things with them. So you guys can always reach out to me at any time. Um, I also think by far I have the best premium group I've in terms of value than anyone else. I think I know that not as a feeling, but as a fact, because I don't think really anyone offers everything that I do. I'm on with my group about 2 to 3 times a day. A lot of times I'm on there for an hour and a half with them, making sure everybody understands exactly what I'm doing and making sure that they can do the exact same thing too. Everyone gets my cell phone number so they could reach out to me at any time. I do in person for 3 hours once a month in New York and Miami. So anybody can come to that. So I really try to make sure every single person that's in that group, becomes advanced as soon as possible. Or if you are advanced, you have as many ideas that gets filtered as soon as possible. SoFi, and again, definitely message me. I'd love SoFi if it got to 15, to be honest. It would be like the discount of the year. Really 14 or 15.50. This area here would be great. I mean, all financials are in a free fall, but I think buying a little bit of it as it goes down would be pretty good because at some point this will swing back up. It's not like it's going to stay between 16 and 15 and 18 for forever. Eventually, it's getting extremely undervalued at this point, and SoFi will eventually swing back up. You could see the backbone support line we have here, the lowest it could get is about 1350. So I don't think it gets any lower than that. But I think pretty soon, if you want it for a long term hold, I like SoFi. Chevron, yeah, I went over this earlier. Um, yeah, I mean, we're just going up in a straight line. It's hard to enter here because now we're getting overbought. If it gets back to the 20 moving average, you have a good entry. But again, I've been saying to buy Chevron since about 150, since even before Venezuela. I liked it, the day before when this was pushing up, breaking this whole area. I've been following oil for a long time, oil stocks for a long time. So um, I mean, this was an obvious one that this was going to go up. I mean, it wasn't like this was going to go down. Um, if we have Venezuela and Iran and Greenland now, so many opportunities for oil. And as long as it stays above the 20 moving average, you have nothing to worry about. ZIM, ZIM. I don't know. ZIM integrated shipping services. Hmm. I'm not really sure. I don't really know, but we have a lot of buying here. Which one would you prefer, F or AGNC? I have to get back to you on Zim. Let me look at this for a bit. But Ford, yeah, I don't know why people are asking me to look at Ford. I've written that stock off a long time ago. Um, yeah, it's been the same price for the last like 12 years. So I don't understand it. AGNC. Another financial investment company. Again, you can only go back into these financials once XLF starts to come back up. This is the financial sector. So once we get down maybe to this blue line right here, around, we still have some ways to go. So financials in any sense could keep going down another, 4 or 5%. So there is some room for it to keep going. Um, anything else? VFV. This is what, just the Vanguard S&P 100. I mean, this is something that you like would buy like every week or every month, right? I don't think there's actual strategy here. This is just something you buy and hold like your entire life. But we are into the 200 moving average, just like the regular S&P 500 for the first time in a long time on the daily. You could see it right there. But at some point, we'll probably come down. It'll be easier to actually show you on SPY because I have all my levels there. But pretty much, I think we're going to come down to this level here. This is the November low and the October low. And from there, we can then swing back up. So, yeah, if there's any other things that you guys want to join, again, this is your halftime show. So anything you guys want to look at, I will definitely look at for you. Best dividend stock to buy? Ooh, that's a good one. Maybe, ooh, ExxonMobil, maybe? I see. I don't really believe in like individual dividend stocks. I'd rather go for like something like maybe like a dividend ETF of some sort. Um, one dividend stock. Um, yeah, I have to get back to you on that. To narrow it down to one. I don't know. SMCI, I will never buy this stock ever. I don't know why people are so obsessed with this, but it used to be in comparison to Nvidia, and then they had their accounting scandal. All of their accountants resigned in mass the same day. So they wanted them to do some really sketchy things. It happened over here. You could see what happened. They wanted them to do something, and all of them really did lie. So, um, yeah, the one thing I found extremely interesting is VFV is what is it? No, what is it again? Yeah, VCX is the Robinhood Venture Fund that is now up extremely far. So, um, yeah, anything else that you guys want to take a look at? SYM Symbiotic. Yeah, again, this is pointing straight down, right? You can see the pathway pretty obviously. Um, it'll draw it for you. But anything that looks like this, here, back up to the moving averages, and then back down again, you know. Palo Alto. Here's your support here. Um, we're now above the 50 moving average. I think out of all the software companies, this is going to be the one that can rebound up to this resistance level the fastest. I'm currently holding ET. I like ET a lot. I just went over yeah, a lot of you like AGNC. Am I missing something there? Verizon, thoughts on ABTC? Yeah, I like ET a lot out of all the energy because this is about to break out to go higher. I mean, that's pretty simple to see right here. Here's your cut line. Here's your 20 moving average. We're now pushing above it. We get above 19, we're going to fly. What was the other one? ABTC. The other ones I just went over. ABTC, American Bitcoin. Yeah, I'm not going to get into this. I'd rather just buy regular Bitcoin. I'm going to get back to an AGNC. I got a bunch of people asking me about that today. VZ. Verizon actually is probably a great dividend stock to buy and hold for a while because you also get that it's really come alive recently. Just want to take a quick look at my Trader Daddy Pro unusual options activity. Let's see up to date what the unusual options are looking like. WDC is up. Lilly, Tesla. Wow, $56 million block just came in for Tesla a few minutes ago. And another 55 million right before that. That's interesting. Okay. And then let me go to any breakout plays. Okay. All right. So let's take a look at Tesla again real quick. If this bounces back up tomorrow, I'll probably take a call and a put on Tesla. But anyways, I'll be here every day between 12 and like 12:45-ish. And you guys can just let me know what you want to take a look at or what you guys want to see. Just a quick halftime show. And if there's any questions, you can always DM me. I have to go meet with my group now at 1 o'clock to go over some things. I meet with them at in the morning at 1 o'clock. I have office hours. I have beginners groups. I have advanced groups. I have my nightly groups every single night from 7:30 to 9. And I have the notes and recordings sent to you after every single meeting. So um, you're definitely never left out of the loop. I think for $80 a month, I'm by far the best value out of anyone else, by far. And I always meet with people before they join because I want to know who like everyone is before they actually join. But anyways, yeah, if you have any more questions, you can always reach out to me, and I'll see you guys here tomorrow around 12 o'clock. All right, guys, take care. Have a great rest of your day. Bye bye.